Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the MLG Play-In Tournament broadcast. Of course, I'm Golden Boy, joined by Maze, and we are bringing you the action winner bracket final here. The winner of this will be guaranteed into Season 2 of the MLG COD League. So pretty cool stuff. It is either going to be ErupT or VexX, and then the winner of this one moves on. Loser goes to the loser bracket, where they will have another attempt to try and make their mark in Call of Duty history and get into the MLG Season 2 COD League. It's going to be a tough matchup here, and it's going to start on Domination on free.
It absolutely is. And let's talk about these two teams here for those of us who are, or for those of you, I should say, that are joining in. And VexX, very cerebral domination game by them. That's how they're going to be playing. They're going to be playing for picks, and they're not going to be as aggressive until they absolutely have to. ErupT, very aggressive play style that they have. And here on free, aggression can work, but let's see if they can make it work the way that they have been. ErupT, Zoom already down, and he was the closest one to getting there to the middle of the map. So let's see what VexX can do here.
Yeah, well, they are going to have that control, at least in the mid for the time being. It's going to be all contingent on whether or not VexX or Legal was able to get that kill, which he was able to. And now they're going to be able to push up there, and that's going to cause some problems. And again, Legal doing what Legal does best, get inside of the base and just be a nuisance to the other team, forcing two bodies that have to turn around here. Unfortunately, though, or I should say fortunately enough for VexX, they send a guy that way also in Pluto. ErupT, though, able to find one, or Perplex able to find two before getting cleaned up there by Pluto. We're going to jump over here to Pluto, as a matter of fact, and that was Huddle. I apologize. But Pluto, you know, of course, a great player, veteran, like I said before, has been around for quite a while. And he just, you know, looking to team up with a bunch of young guns, guys who are just very talented, very naturally gifted when it comes to playing competitive Call of Duty, and looking to get into this MLG COD League Season 2 to make a statement here. And Saint, he's going to get cleaned up on your screen. Back over to Pluto.
Yeah, he absolutely is going to get cleaned up. And Pluto's been playing very aggressive as well. And they have got the map control that they've been wanting to play for. And the aggression here by ErupT works until they start losing their gun battles here, Golden Boy. And that's something that they need to be weary of when you've got some stacked players from VexX like Saint and Pluto that are doing some work. Now Pluto is going to be doing a little bit of that nuisance role and just trying to spawn trap him here on Alpha. Very effective plays there by him.
Yeah, because he's going to force him to spawn at the bottom there, and they know this. So actually, I scratched that. I apologize. That's actually going to be a split. You saw two players just pop up on the map in a pincer, and they did not expect that at all. Pluto's going to be right next to one of the guys from ErupT, and that is going to be Legal with the stop there, jumping over to Saint, as he was able to take out a member of ErupT as well. That was going to be VexX who gets dropped. And looking here, it seems like they're able to get their home flag back, but ErupT is going to be on the move on B, but VexX able to answer the call as they manage to take out the two guys from ErupT. Now, you have Saint, and again, just doing what he does best, just applying support and just slaying and getting those kills, those key kills there. Manages to pick up another one. Oh, but he gets taken off as he was jumping over that ledge there. And now ErupT, we could see them move into B, but Slack, though, with that AR, trying to see if he can at least get one or two kills here, but he is going to have a teammate there for support, and they clear B. Even though it was neutral, they're going to get it right back.
Yeah, they are going to get it right back, and I love the fact that they're working together as a team to jump on those flags. Half the time is spent there, and that's why they have Bravo control once again. And now they're actually pushing up on spawns right off the bat as well, because there's a good anchoring there by Saint, and that's helping them spawn closer to that Bravo flag.
Yeah, I mean, Saint just pushing up there on A, and looking here, you do have B just at mid, fully in control of VexX. Huddle, again, we saw this before in that last matchup against AOX, where you get Huddle in white with that AR, with that Remington, and he is going to make your day very bad. And just Huddle being Huddle. Now, on the other side, though, or let's actually go ahead and jump over to ErupT and see what's going on with them, because they need to respond here. Score is going to be 71-38. They are going to be down by a considerable amount here, but Zuma looking to push up on C and get control.
Yeah, and that's exactly what ErupT needed to do. When you lose the map control that way, you want to be able to go to the home flag and neutralize that, or pick it up in this case, because they're needing those points because they're down by a bunch here, Golden Boy, and they let it get away from them a little bit early, and with 55 seconds left, they can at least enclose that gap, but they're not going to be able to take that lead yet.
Zuma's going to be so critical here because There's going to be a smoke down over by B. Oh, and he gets picked off there. That was going to be Huddle with the stop. But this could have been an opportunity for them to move up on B and potentially get a trip cap for at least maybe 10 seconds at most. But it seems like Vex is going to go back and get control of C. But that is going to give ErupT prime opportunity to go after B, which they do manage to make that happen. 25 seconds left on the clock. They can add on some points here as best as they can. I mean, of course, they started off really, really slow here. And Vex just, again, and you know, you mentioned it before in that last matchup, that Vanquish ErupT matchup, where you said Legal, he's that guy, gets in your face, you know, don't know what to do about it, don't know how to respond. And it seemed like ErupT got a little taste of their own medicine there.
Yeah, they really did. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Team Vex really performs well because they read the other team and then they react based on the weaknesses that they see. And that's exactly why they are going to be able to take this first half and have a nice lead
Plus
going
26.
into the second half. Plus 26 points there. That's a nice differential to have going in with that lead.
Yeah, that's right. And big showing there out of Saint, and Perplexed, of course, doing what he does best in that slaying category. Just couldn't quite get it going. He was 14 and 14. Saint, on the other hand, was 15 and 10 with 5 captures. We saw Saint actually push and extend out into the home flag of ErupT numerous times, thus giving him those opportunities to be able to neutralize. He did that along with Pluto. That was a huge, huge part of their victory there. Now, Maze, I got to ask you, does Vex walk away with this one cleanly, or does ErupT answer back?
ErupT is going to have to answer back, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to be as close of a second half, and it's better. It better not be, I should say.
Okay.
They better really start pushing aggressively on Bravo. So if you are Team ErupT, what you have to do is make sure you have one good AR capping that home flag and rush all 3 to Bravo. You got to at least be getting those cutoff routes so that they don't overextend to wreak havoc on your home flag right off the bat.
Interesting strategy. Okay.
It's a strategy that I've seen used a lot, and it's effective, but they need to be able to really rush
they
those
have
players.
Perplexed with an AR, so which is something that we saw before. They have Legal and Zuma rocking MTARs, and a silenced MTAR coming from Vex. Very interesting load out there. On the Vex side, you have Huddle with an AR, Slacked with a Vector, Pluto with a Vector, and Saint with a Vector. So 3 Vectors going up against 3 MTARs here and a Remington. This should be pretty fun. Let's see what's going on here with, you know, and I wonder why he's rocking that silence. It seems like he has a plan. I will be very disappointed if that plan involves him pushing straight up to the middle, because I don't see the silencer playing a big factor there. But then again, I guess it could. Because if he does push out, and sorry to say, but oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's exactly right. He's going to be the one that's going to do that decoy flag capture, or that home flag capture there on their base. And that's exactly what you wanted to see. He's going to shoot that gate, move up, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Behind enemy lines, he doesn't have to engage anyone. He's just making sure that he has got a clean line of sight. Very smart plays by Vex, but he's going to get taken down. So that push needed to be a little bit more aggressive on that enemy home flag.
It needed to be a little bit more effective, you know, and he was able to pick off 1 kill. Would have been great if he got that second one, but now Perplexed playing inside of bottom white, he gets cleaned up. Vex now knowing pressure is going to be coming from out there. Any second now finding him, that's going to be a good, clean kill there for Vex, taking out Saint. And they're going after this B flag, and I like this because that silencer with the smoke down as well as the trophy, it's like you're getting shot. You don't know where he's coming from, so you can't at least predict where you can aim. You just kind of have to take a gamble. It's a good play out of Vex. I like that.
Yeah, he's making that gun work very, very well. The MTAR-X is very good with that suppressor, but at some point, he's going to find himself losing those longer range gunfights. But let's look at that score, 18-20 right now, as Vex will pick up an assist and then get taken down. But a very close match, and right now ErupT has got to be very aggressive with these points.
Yeah, and you know, I want to point out, though, you mentioned before about Vex with that silencer. I don't think he's going to concern himself, and let's see if he's actually still using it. No, he switched over to the to a muzzle brake there, which makes a lot of sense. At first, I don't think he was too concerned with that. You know what I mean? I think his whole mission was get inside of B quick enough, but then they realized, all right, this isn't working. We have to switch this up. And now they're going to go right after B. Their player is going to get taken out next to him. That was going to be Pluto dropping Zuma. And again, all 4 down right away. Zuma off of the respawn. He's going to have a tall order in front of him. as he pushes out toward red. He gets cleaned up, and I got to jump over to Vex because Huddle is 7-3, and he is just having a grand old time inside of red 2, just continuing to just plug them with bullets. I mean, it is just a great showing out of Vex here.
That's exactly right. They're using those power positions to their advantage. Red is a crucial part here on Freight, and he's working it to his advantage, just melting everyone he sees. Finally gets shut down there, but he's still 10-4 for his team, and I do guarantee you that he's got a bunch of defense there too.
I really like this Vex squad. This ErupT team impressed me, but you know, and when you play against a team like AOX, you know, competitors at the Call of Duty Championship, and you take it to them like that, and being able to win that series 3-1, coming out here against ErupT looking very good after the game against Vanquish, but they go up plus 26 at the start of that half. I mean, my goodness, Vex is just, they're amazing. They're playing great.
They're playing great, and I really see them moving on. I really do, because now they've got a substantial lead right here as that 2-minute warning is already upon us. But look at this. ErupT's problem right now is their over-aggression. They're rushing to the objective so much, but they're losing their gunfights. Bravo is going to be still contested heavily. Now it's 3 down for ErupT again. It's a tough order for them to be able to surpass.
They're just outslaying them. They're outslaying them. And if you let Huddle have some fun with that Remington, he will make your day suck. you know, for lack of a better word, he will make your day suck. You know, now that you actually see Legal, I believe. No, it's not Legal. That was actually going to be Perplexed who had to push up on A to try and force that home flag and give them some kind of, you know, advantage in this fight. But Huddle, again,
positioning. He's
controlling the mid. He's by, you know, second story Owens. There, honestly, I just don't see anyone stopping him besides lack of ammunition at this point.
That's exactly right,
and that's what killed him.
That's a huge enemy right there. That's a first world problem, Golden Boy, having no ammo.
That is a first world problem, Ace. 110%, dude.
That's 110%. But he's really lighting things up with that. With that Remy. He was literally going for a chem strike. That's what I'm going to say, because he's just going off.
Oh, yeah, he was just going insane there. Perplexed, able to stop the Huddle train. But Pluto getting 5 in a row now. He's actually going to have a 6-point streak developed here. 18-7, finally getting taken out there by Zuma, saying, no, bro, can't let you have that momentum going into the half. But with 30 seconds left on the clock, you know Vex is feeling absolutely amazing here. And with a score at 94-61, plus that plus 26.
That is all she wrote.
Yeah, 100%. It's over. I mean, it was over a while ago.
Cherry on top, my friend. That's exactly what it is. And 97 points, very close to that century mark, and they might reach it if they continue to pile on these points here. But 99 is the score. Very close, 99-67 there, as Vex comfortably wins that domination here on Freight.
Oh, yeah. Comfortably is an understatement when you have Huddle doing what he did, 17-8. But then you have Pluto on an absolutely phenomenal run there, getting about 6 or I think it was like 6 kills or 5 kills in a row. Because I didn't see the first one there. He had a 6-point streak, and then he continued to build upon that, two away from that specialist bonus. But still, what a run. What a run there out of Vex. Now we're going into Search and Destroy. And this is where I'm looking for ErupT to step up big time. Zuma, most importantly, had a very poor showing in that matchup, 8-16. This is going to be a big opportunity for Zuma to put himself out there for this team.
Yeah, a huge opportunity, and I might add that Search and Destroy is a very different pace. We already know that. Very different pace, and you just have to use your noggin, man. You got to really think about what you're doing. And Vex, they're really cerebral when they play S&D. They know the positionings. They know when to overextend to those other bomb sides. And that's really why they have dominated. 6-3 victory when we saw them last play Search and Destroy on Warhawk. And, you know, that's not easy to do against a very talented team that they went up against before in AOX.
Yeah, it was kind of neck and neck at one point. Then Vex just ran away with it. So it could very well happen here. Or ErupT will answer back, making the series tied at 1-1. It is going to be Search and Destroy on Warhawk coming up next. We just saw Vex actually win that matchup against AOX 6-3. Can they replicate that same success, or will ErupT answer the call? We'll find out after this.